channel here, and yep, you're seeing it correctly. I'm playing Forza Horizon 5. Well, I've been playing this actually here recently for the past, few days. I've been streaming it over on Twitch, which, by the way, if you're not following me over there, definitely do so, because you can come watch this craziness live. But today I wanted to, do something a little different. I wanted to go through and do this 56 Ford F100, but we're not going to make this thing like some tire screeching, just fire breathing demon. We're going to go more of the route of just like, just something cool. It looks good, looks classy. You can just go around, cruise around, have fun in it. And also it looks good too. And you guys are going to kind of get to see like how my brain works when I'm designing a vehicle and when I build a vehicle like this. All right. What I'm thinking is we clean the lines of the truck up and we drop that nose down. We drop it down and we drop that nose down a bit. Give a little bit more aggressive stance. A little bit wider wheels and tires. Dip it in a new paint job, and I think she'll look really good. Alright. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to do an engine swap. Now, don't get it twisted. This thing's going to be a little bit quick, too. I don't want it to be anything too terribly crazy. So I think we're going to go with the 6.2 liter V8. Alright. Just to make it sound good. Alright, I'm going to go with the racing exhaust just to make it sound good. Really. Tire compound. Let's go with the street tire compound. Give it a little bit more grip. Now wheels. This is probably one of the more important things, because you got to have your wheels really kind of fit the vehicle. Which this is probably one of the hardest parts. I really like those Boyd Coddingtons. I also like those Krager Bond wheels too. Could go with that old school look of the Hala brands. Not really feeling the whole shots. Main thing is like when I'm designing a vehicle, it's like the wheels have got to fit the bill. So like if I'm designing a performance car, yeah, I'm gonna want something a lot wider open like this to where it's gonna look like it's more functional, to where it's gonna look like it's gonna have a lot of airflow going into the brakes to cool the brakes off. But for something like this, it's not really meant for performance. It's meant to just look good. It should be a cruiser. I don't know. Those Krager SSs look pretty good too. I think we go with those. Put the Boyd Coddington Slayers. I'm gonna go 20-inch wheels all the way around. Now, I'm gonna go with 245 tires front and rear. Just, give a little bit more grip and try to fill out those fender wells a bit more for when we drop this truck down. Alright. And we are gonna do a disc brake conversion on it. Big brake kit on there. Alright. That lowers it down a lot. Lowers it down a bit more. There we go. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking the stance. Now, mind you, this isn't meant to be just, some crazy high performance vehicle. All right. So now let's clean up the body lines of this truck. All right. Now, if I was doing something more like a sporty performance build with this, I would have gone with this. Yep, yep. I like that. It really smooths out the lines of it and gives it a much cleaner look. I would have loved to, gone with a chrome delete on the grill, but that's all right. All right. Now, if it was me, I would have moved those rear tail lights into the rear fenders. I would have shaved down that tailgate. Nah. Skirts. Oh, okay, okay. I see you side exhaust. Nah, we're going to keep that like that. Okay. Buy and install. Okay. Wrong button. Okay. Now, what my goal is to try to give it a little bit more of a rake. To drop the nose down the weeds a bit more. I mean, just very subtle ride height changes do a lot. Looks like we got our stance for it. Alright. Let's go back in and we're going to raise that rear end up just a little bit more. To give it more of an aggressive stance. There we go. Now, pull it out of the daylight and take a look at it. And see how you like it. Alright. That was my dog, by the way. He stepped on his toy. I mean, overall, looks great. But we got a couple more things we could do. A couple more things we could do to really make this just pop. Okay, let's go over here to paint, and we're gonna get a little crazy. All right. We'll go here to special colors. I mean, if you want to pick one of these and fine tune it from there, That's your pick. But for this, we're going just complete, just showstopper. We're going just like complete show truck. Okay, I really like the metal flake. I really like that metal flake in that, in the Spectre flakes. You know, kind of give the old rustic look. Now here we can get real wild. Here we can get real crazy, y'all. So here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. Because y'all know my channel colors are black and green. Okay, that didn't quite turn out the way I wanted it. The effect I was going for is I was wanting the green to just pop as you're looking around the truck. That didn't quite get the effect I wanted. So, what we're going to do is we are actually going to go back, and I think maybe if we do it the opposite way, have the low light be the black. Have the highlight be the black and the low light be the green. Okay, that didn't quite work either. So, we're going to reset it. We'll go back in, and this time I think I'm going to pick... we're just going to mess around with different colors. You know, see what kind of catches our eye. Okay, that looks good. Kind of a color shift pattern. Okay. Now I think we're onto something here. So let's turn that down to about there. I'm going to leave this here so that way if you guys want to replicate this, you can. Because I'm really liking that right there. I mean, the way the colors kind of shift around and move around, I'm really feeling that right there. And the way it's kind of replicated on the dash too, that is sick. Alright, yep. No, we're not going to save that for now. Of course, I'm an idiot. But hey, we can capitalize on that. The green and the blue looked really good. There we go. Look at that. Just the way the colors kind of dance around in the truck. Alright. You can color match the wheels if you want, but what I'm going to do, because I want these to stand out, I want these things to stick out. And of course, we gotta go tinted windows. I think we're gonna leave the brake calipers red. Now the cool thing here is, like, if you really want to, you can get crazy and like do custom like colors on your wheels. But I think for this build, we're gonna stick with the chrome. Kind of give it a bit more of that retro cool look. And we're gonna save that because, y'all, this looks freaking good. I'm happy with this. Now, we can leave this here like this, or we can go a step further and we can add graphics. Okay. That's already catching my eye right there. Yeah. Right there. So now, place it. Kind of skewed a little bit. And then we can scale. Kind of go with the more longer, wispier flames. Mirror it on the other side. Now, we have another option here too. We can continue the flame job going up the hood. Let's shift it back up here. kind of create like a mask for the front to where it looks like it's all faded in. Or what we could do is skew these a bit more and have like a nice flame job coming off the front fenders. I think that looks better. I think that looks a lot better. So yeah, we're gonna go with that. So we're gonna delete that. And then we're gonna copy that over. And then we're going to save it. Now, I mean, just look at that. It's got that touch of classic, that little bit of hot rod flair to it. And it's got that stance to it too. Those 20-inch Boyd Coddingtons really set this thing off. And I really like how that turned out. And I really like how the color dances around the truck. So now, we're going to take this thing out in the daylight and see what it looks like. Oh, wow. Wow. Guys, look at that. It's not too crazy. It's not anything like too over the top elaborate. It's simple, clean. It looks great, and I really like that color shift. I'm just googling over that color shift right now. So, if you guys want to see more stuff like this, let me know in the comments below, because I love doing stuff like this. I love building cars like this. And now that I picked up Forza, I can do stuff like this. Alright, let's pull her back in for safety. But if you guys really did enjoy something like this, let me know in the comments below, okay? And I will try to do more stuff like this, because I'm getting to this game and I love it. I'm having a blast. But anyway, guys, y'all take care, stay safe out there, and if you see me on here, if you see me online, don't be a stranger. Shoot me a message. You know, see me on Forza, shoot me a message. By all means. Like, if you see this truck out on Forza, it is me. Now, if this gets enough likes, I will put this design up. I'll put the design up to where you guys can have your own copy of this. Alright. Y'all have a good day.
Yeah?